everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Wanna Know More. Let's just jump into it. In the wake of my confession to Chiyo, further changes took place in Hutsu Village. Starting with Chiyo, the villagers all began to act more depressed than I anticipated, including the ever-energetic Azai and Araki. In turn, this lethargy slowed productivity down to a halt. Our meals were all smaller, no new traps were made, and torn clothing went without repair. We all simply wandered around the village aimlessly, like starving chickens waiting to be beheaded. Even as the villagers gave in to despair, I remained vigilant, keeping watch at all hours of the day. Or vigilant, whatever. I headed out of the village in the direction of Mirai, practicing my swordsmanship as I waited for an enemy that may never come. Looking over the horizon, I almost wished that the Kotokushi would show up so we could finally end our struggle. But as I swung my blade at thin air, reliving my days as Captain Nabatame, the only thing that came to me was reminiscence.
Here.
What? Before I could leave the house and start my training for the day, Chiyo placed a wooden bowl full of fruit in front of me. Despite our damaged relationship, Chiyo still insisted that I eat whatever she prepared, and she refused to let me go hungry.
Thank you, Chiyo. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bitch. No sooner had she offered me breakfast than Chiyo retreated to the next room. Although she resolved to continue her role as a forager, Chiyo was otherwise just as depressed as everyone else, if not more so. She spoke to me very little, ate almost nothing herself, and had barely slept at all. Chiyo was in a downward spiral, and the only thing I could do was wait for fate to take its course. What do you mean, fate to take its course? Upon arriving at the edge of the village facing Mirai, I had expected to indulge in solitude. I had been training alone until this point, and nobody dared to go near me when I unsheathed my sword. On this day, however, the pattern was broken. That pattern was broken.
Good morning, Koichiro-sama! Koichiro-sama! There you are!
Waiting patiently near my usual training spot were Azai and Araki, both of whom were wearing serious expressions. I hadn't expected either boy to awake so early. Since they arrived, both boys had consistently woken up later than even the elderly villagers. Either my good habits were finally rubbing off, or something was wrong.
Good morning, boys. You're up early. What brings you out here?
Araki looked down at the ground and swayed from side to side, unwilling or unable to convey the reason behind this appearance.
Koichiro-sama, Aza and I... Koichiro-sama, please train us!
Oh my god.
Train you?
What? In contrast to his brother's reservation, Zai immediately blurted out their mutual desire.
Please, Koichiro-sama! Right! Please train us!
Oh my god. Zai and Araki both bowed their heads.
You two want me to train you?
Yes! Please, teach us how to use a sword! You still have those two blades you took from that other samurai, right? Please, let us wield them! Yeah! We want to help protect the village! Please! Help us to protect our family!
Oh my god. Stop talking! I'm drinking milk. I wish it was alcohol, but that would be illegal. Faced with the honest, selfless pleas of two young boys, I sighed in exasperation and shook my head.
Boys, I'm glad that you want to help, but the Kotokushi could be here any day now. Those men have trained for years, some even decades. Learning basic sword skills won't help you.
But, Koichiro-sama...
No buts. If you try to fight those men, you're going to get yourselves killed. Do you understand that?
You need to be more angry.
They will not take pity on you because you're children. They will slaughter you with ease and without hesitation. I understand that you want to protect your family, but you can't do that if you're dead.
Well, you could be a human meat shield.
If you truly wish to protect your family, then go with them. Stay by their sides and see to it that they escape with their lives.
Understood, Koichiro-sama.
Good. Zai and Araki slowly walked away, fighting back tears as they did. Once they had put a few meters between us, the two boys started to run straight towards their house. Neither one of them turned back to face me, nor did they say another word as they ran. My tone may have been a little harsh, but those boys needed to hear it. Childish dreams of heroes don't die the minute you enter battle. If those two fight, they will without a doubt be killed. So if making those boys resent me is what it takes to keep them alive, it's a price I'm willing to pay. Unfortunately, that seems to be a common pattern recently. Chio hasn't looked at me the same since I told her about my old job, and the friendliness I once received from the other villagers is now gone. Zai and Araki were most likely the only two left on my side, and now... I wandered past the edge of the village into the barren lands before me. Unsheathing my blade, I exhaled deeply, readying myself for another day of training in solitude. With my blade held firmly in my right hand, I wandered away from the village as far as I could go without losing sight of my new home. A week or so of training may not make up for a year of peasant life, but it does remind me of the man I once was. Before I became a killer, I was a devoted swordsman. I trained every day and took every opportunity to improve myself. I fought strong opponents, many of whom were twice my age and far more experienced, yet I never lost. My endless training and natural talent propelled me forward, making it possible for me to become the best of the best. For all of those who praised and revered my skill, just as many people resented me. Every time I defeated a seasoned swordsman while sparring, I would gain another fan and a dozen enemies. Ordinary people feared me, and other samurai treated me with hostility, all because I surpassed them so easily. I dared to rise up higher. Oh my god, shut the fuck up! Oh my god, you're like one of those Mary Sues, aren't you? You're one of those Mary Sues, aren't you? I dared to rise up higher than they could ever reach, and for that I was hated. Good for you. Ugh, I don't care. I don't care about these characters. I don't care about any of this shit. Like, I can't relate to anything this character is. I can't relate to him at all. And even this right now, it's not making him seem cool. It's making him seem like a fucking Mary Sue. Pardon my fucking language, but god damn, this game pisses me off. I don't even know why. I mean, to other people, it's not even that bad of a game. I don't know why it pisses me off so much. It just does. It just does. And I'm like the most, like, I don't even really judge people. I'm not a very judgmental person, you know. Like, I genuinely don't really care what other people do, or like, as long as I like a story, everything. A game can have flaws, but as long as I like the story, I'll be fine with it. But I don't know, something about this game just pisses me off every single time I play it. There's always gonna be a new problem every single time I play it. Through the tough times, only two people stayed by my side: my childhood friends Haru and Ito. Like the two sides of my conscience, Haru and Ito always spurred me on in conflicting ways, both with my best interest at heart. My dear Haru always wanted me to give up on joining the Kotokushi. She practically begged me to give up on swordsmanship and to live a normal life. Ito, on the other hand, considered us to be rivals. He foresaw the two of us joining the Kotokushi together, rising the ranks and forever competing as we fought side by side. But now that life is over and I failed to make either one of their dreams come true. I could not give Haru the happy life she so deserved, nor will I ever again fight by Ito's side. All I have left now is this village and the people within it. My daughter, oh god, stop calling her that, it's so fucking creepy. Chio, my two pupils, Araki and Azai, their sister, Chio's good friend Kana, the kind-hearted families who fled from Mirai. Before I realized it, I was swinging my sword angrily, cutting away at the air before me while deep in thought. I thrust my blade forward, then turned around and slashed at the invisible enemy behind me. As though dancing, I swiftly moved in a chaotic yet rhythmic pattern, playing out a scene of carnage from my past. I disemboweled and beheaded soldier after soldier, painting the walls red with their blood. Whether they love me or hate me, I will protect every person in this village. I am the village leader, and I will see this fight through to the bitter end. The Kotokushi will come, if not because of that scout, then for the sake of exploration, or to expand the kingdom. And when they do, I'll be ready. My jaw hurts. How long have I been recording? 10 minutes? Whatever. After many hours of tireless training, I returned home to eat lunch with Chio. I had worked up both a sweat and an appetite. Thanks to the hot rays of the sun beaming down on me, I saw a bow full of juicy fruit sounded more tantalizing than ever. Upon walking through the door, however, I immediately realized that my exertion wouldn't be rewarded so easily.
About time you got back, Ko.
What the fuck is wrong with you, you bitch?
You reek of sweat.
And you know what? Get the fuck out of my house. I ain't gonna come home to this bullshit. Waiting with a stern look on her face, Chio addressed me the moment I walked inside.
Yes, it is rather hot out there. It's easy enough to work up a sweat even without moving, let alone while swinging a blade around.
Is that right?
Why do you sound like... Who put a stick up your ass? No, who put a stick up your cooch? God. Chio stared at me dubiously, as though my reply didn't matter in the slightest. You know what? You can leave.
Did something happen, Chio?
I think she started her period.
Or is this still about what I told you the other day?
Don't jump to conclusions. Not everything is about you, Ko.
Oh my god, stop being a moody bitch and just say what you want. You fucking... Ugh.
Maybe you should think less about yourself and more about those around you.
What do you think I've been doing for the last few days, you cunt? Oh my god, where is this attitude coming from? Jesus Christ. That's not depression, that's just being a bitch. Okay? Someone who's depressed is just gonna be like, oh, I'm glad you came back. There's some food on the table. Yeah. I put some tears in it. I washed it with my tears. She's just acting like an angsty bitch. And also, I'm not a mind reader. With obvious hostility in her voice, Chio failed to answer my question. Unfortunately, with no idea why she was angry, I could only act like my usual self.
Others around me. Are you talking about yourself? I've been giving you space because I thought that was what you wanted. If not, all you had to do was...
I'm talking about Kana's little brothers.
Oh.
I don't know what you said to them, but those boys have been depressed and crying all morning. Now Kana's angry at me because of something you said. Just what did you say to those boys exactly? What did you do to screw up their lives?
Oh my god. The second I tried to make a joke, Chio lashed out, completely unwilling to play along. I could see fury in her eyes, unlike anything I'd seen since we first met, back when her parents' corpses were still fresh, and we were mere strangers. Oh, thank you for bringing up her fucking dead parents.
Hey now, calm down. There's no need to get upset. The boys wanted me to show them how to use a sword, and I refuse. That's all. Perhaps I could have been nicer about it, but I still feel that my decision was warranted.
Warranted or not, you've just made the entire Kihei family hate you. You need to apologize to those boys right now.
You want me to apologize? I told those boys not to throw their lives away. How is that something to apologize for?
I don't care who's in the wrong. Just apologize to them. You're the adult here, so act like one. Tell those boys that you're sorry so we can all be friends again.
Oh my god, you need to calm down. Faced with Chio's accusations and demands, I could feel my calm disposition slipping away. The stress of preparing Hansu Village for an imminent bloodbath was weighing on me, not to mention the cold treatment I've been receiving from the villagers. Ever since Rizai showed up, life in the village had become unbearable.
Friends, don't make me laugh. Not one person in this village considers me a friend. You all call out, Koichiro-sama, Koichiro-sama, when you need something. Yet the second real conflict arrives, nobody wants anything to do with me. But that's fine by me. I don't need to be loved, or even liked. I will continue to do what I think is right.
Are you even listening to yourself? Just how self-centered can you be?
You don't even know everything. You're acting like a cunt.
This isn't about you. It's about doing what's best for everyone.
He is doing what's best for everyone.
We should be preparing for the worst right now. Instead, everyone's too busy getting mad about nothing.
Well, that's their problem.
So swallow your pride, apologize, and do your duty as a village leader.
He has been doing his duty as a village leader. What?
That's exactly what I was doing.
Exactly!
What kind of village leader would tell children to join the front lines, or give them weapons? I was protecting you all, just as I always have.
Damn it, Ko. At some point, you need to realize that sheltering people isn't the same as protecting them.
But it was children! Children! There's no one else in the village that offered to fight but two children! I don't see anyone else besides children that want to learn how to fight with the sword. You can't let children fight with swords against people that are basically an army who know way more about swords. You can't let them do that. There's a reason why children aren't allowed to join the military. Because they're fucking children. Sorry.
You should be telling those boys what they can do to help, not just shooting them down.
He did tell them what they can do to help. I sighed angrily at Chio's response. This is hopeless. All we're doing is going around in circles. She has no idea what was said. She's just unconditionally taking her friend's side. Is this what it's like to be a father? Or is it merely the misfortune of being a leader?
Chio, please stop acting like you know everything. I did tell those boys how they could help. I told them to stay with their family and to escape together. Tell me, how is that wrong?
That's not wrong, but...
But nothing. I have not erred here, and I will not stand beside children and watch them get slaughtered. Chio, I appreciate that you want everyone to get along, but it's not always that simple. Sometimes, people simply cannot see eye to eye, no matter what. I turned those boys down knowing that they might hate me for doing so. But if that's what it takes to keep them alive, then I regret nothing.
Yeah, now you have nothing to say, you stupid bitch.
I still can't agree with you deciding everything for them.
But it's still... You think children know better than an adult? I mean, in some cases they can, but those are very young children.
Even if they lose their lives doing so, those boys have a right to decide if they want to fight or not.
No, they don't! No, they don't! And they won't be You know what? They'd probably make things worse. They'd probably make things worse. Probably make things worse if they tried fighting against an army of adults. Probably make things way worse.
Now you're just trying to best me. You don't believe a word you just said, do you?
I do so!
No, you don't. You realize that you were in the wrong, and now you're trying to cover up your mistake. You should realize by now that Father knows best.
Oh god, don't say that ever again. I hate you.
You're wrong! It's not like that!
You know, it's funny, because I was just on your side, and after you just said that, nope, I'm not on your side anymore. I don't care about none of y'all.
I was just sticking up for those boys, that's all!
It's okay, Chio. I accept your apology. Though if you really want to apologize, know that the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
That's, typically said when you're trying to get romantic with someone. Not apologize. I laughed at Chio's attempt to maintain her dignity, then offered her a way out. I didn't want to argue any more than she did, and if giving Chio another task would help keep her distracted a while, then both sides would benefit.
So that's what you were after.
No?
Fine. If preparing your lunch is what it takes to put this conversation behind us, then I'm ready whenever you are.
Oh my god.
Let us go for a little trip into the forest, shall we?
Why did you phrase it like that?
Now that's more. Wait a second. Us.
I'll grab the food. You need a bath.
You know what? You need to take that stick out of your cooch.
I wasn't kidding about you reeking of sweat, Ko.
I suppose I have been training since daybreak. Even if I can't smell myself, I'm definitely covered in sweat.
Okay. A quick bath, lunch, and then back to training. Today might not be a total waste after all.
Okay, well, I'm done with this. So, that being said, if you guys somehow managed to enjoy this, then leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!